I think we're good to go. So let's do a very quick introduction of everyone and who they are, the character, and then we'll just jump into the game. Dungeons and Dragons in the Flood Zone. Let's go. First off, our DM is Zidardus.
Hello, I'm Zidardus. I've done enough talking already. I am the DM of this group, and today I will murder them. Maybe.
What?
Oh, no.
Let me roll a d20.
I'm Ran Oldbuck, and I never die.
It's 10, so it could go either way.
Then, of course, there is Dice Mom.
Hi, I'm Original Dice Mom. I play Jane Appleblossom. She is a halfling divination wizard with the lucky feet, so she does it all.
She's too lucky
really
feet.
just doing it all. Oh
Doing
my
it
God.
all.
This
I'm gonna
is.
say it every time. I'm
just gonna stop saying lucky feet.
time.
She also has a small rat familiar named Cinder.
Truth.
He's also lucky.
Very. Then, of course, we've got Undead Cupcake.
I'm Undead Cupcake. I play Jatoria, who is a purple satyr. She likes flowers, knives, and breakfast.
That is the most succinct description of her yet.
I don't
love
think it's
that.
in that order, though.
I loved that. That was perfect. And then, of course, Zedicus.
Yes, with brown flower crown, your firbolg barbarian for the evening. He likes axes, and he's got a little sugar glider hanging out with him.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
You got yourself a little. Yeah.
Perfect.
Little guy.
Little,
He's just a little guy.
little guy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that is the introduction. So let's get on with Floods and Dragons. Last I recall, I don't have the map up right now, but I know we're traveling a long distance between major cities, trying to investigate something that seems fey wild-ish in the wood that's causing people to murder and might be connected to some prophetic visions that we saw when we were raiding a cave of a bunch of bird people, conglomerate of evil. Maybe they were kind. I don't know. We're not sure 100%. But either way, we're traveling, fighting off cats and bears and baloney.
Oh my.
And with that, exactly. And with that, let's let Zidardus
And baloney.
take us away.
Let me find notes from the beginning of last session. Here we are.
And we
Man,
do
that
have
was
some-
all last session. Holy shit. Okay, so last session, our adventurers left Narby and began to make their way through the forest, in the general direction of where they want to head. They encountered two elvish hunters looking to track down a large bear, who, without the party's help, probably would have not had such a good time. During that evening, a small sugar glider found its way into, I believe it was backpack, and began eating some of her snacks. They began to make their way through the swamp, encountering some noxious gas, choking up some of their lungs a little bit, along with the small sugar glider, which at this moment was unnoticed. After tossing the bag onto the ground because it was moving, and that seems super sketchy, small sugar climbed out. Braun offered it a small snack. So now Braun has a little sugar glider in his backpack. He likes to crawl around with him. Pushing on a little bit deeper into the night to avoid some of the creatures that might be lurking by the swamp. Our party rested for the evening safely, noticing off on the distance some large reptilian creatures. They woke up the next day a little later than usual and began to set off through the forest, eventually coming across a circle of flowers. The small fawn sleeping inside of them. Probably drunk, assumedly kicked out of the Feywild. And after directing her in the general direction of what is perhaps their own search for Feywild stuff, she began to listily walk off away from the party. And that is where we pick up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she just kind of left us standing in a stupor, like, what?
Yeah.
Also,
She had turned to Jen
Victoria
at one
picked up
point and was like,
flowers.
"Do you wanna go?" And Jet was like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "Fine,
Jatoria,
don't come
Jatoria
home
got
then."
new flowers also. Very
Indeed.
important.
Yes.
So, unless there's anything else here,
All caught up.
alrighty. Begin to make your way through the rest of the forest as the sun begins to dip down onto the horizon, finding a nice, comfortable campsite for the evening. And if I've done this correct, I should be able to pop you guys here and put you here. And then I should be able
We're in
to
a
just
forest.
drop a campsite.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Aha!
The
Wins that
power
our
of
DM gets so much
technology.
power. What? Are you a wizard, Zidardus?
Yeah, on Saturdays.
Oh.
Actually.
Yeah, okay.
Magic site has popped up.
Cutting it in a little bit there. Don't know what that's about.
Oh no.
Just a little. Slightly rub it. You're mostly okay.
Okay.
Don't be
Let me know.
self-conscious about it.
My internet's been kind of the past couple days, so
Oh, okay.
we'll see. Okay. So, as you begin to rest for the evening, who would like to take first watch? I suppose you could set up your order now if you
I'll
want.
go first.
Jane it is. Rand, of course, handing her the night vision goggles in case she wants them. Leaving them out on a pack.
And we will do 3, so 2 of you can take any of the ones you like.
I'll take second watch.
Early rising Rand.
Third. And Jet, which one are you taking?
I'll do second with Brown.
All right, sounds good. So Jane, as you take first watch, what are you doing during this evening as you spend a few hours next to the campfire?
I'm gonna let Cinder run around a little bit. I don't know if the sugar glider's like chilling around there too, but I imagine Cinder's playing around a little bit. I have the goggles on, so I can see. And that book, that mysterious book with the mirror. I want to keep looking at it. I'm still trying to see the man in the mirror. I'm starting with the man in the mirror, is what I'm saying.
And there's a reason I haven't sent you anything on that, because it's actually going to go somewhere. It's been a couple days that you've been pretty constantly checking into this, and every time it becomes a little more material and a little less ethereal. But it still seems to fade after but a moment of looking.
Basically, just whenever I think I'm for sure seeing something, it kind of fades away.
Right, and as you look at it over and over and over again, you know what you're looking for, and so you think it's there a bit more every time you kind of look into it. But as soon as you feel like you see the face that's supposed to be there, it vanishes.
Okay.
A damn
Probably
Facebook.
Oh no!
hate it here. This is the worst.
You did
this
it again,
is a bad place.
Siddharth. Once again, you did this.
I've made the Facebook.
Well,
And it might be
she's got
evil.
Boots with the fur and Facebook. She is a
Just
millennial.
wait until you guys run into the metaverse, then it'll be good.
I'm leaving. I'll probably only spend like 15 minutes on the book, and I imagine I've flipped through the pages quite a number of times at this point, just looking for like clues as to like the deeper, like, because at this point I'm not convinced that this is just makeup tips. This is something else. So after that, I'll probably just keep an eye on the horizon, make sure nothing strange is happening. one thing I might do. I don't remember if we let the bird people. I can't remember the name of their organization for some reason.
Midnight Ravens?
Yeah, the Midnight Ravens. I don't remember if we let them know that we were going
Kids
to
Club for
have.
birds or something.
Their branding is
Midnight-
terrible. I couldn't remember either.
Night Kids Club.
I don't remember if we let them know that we were going to Halfeld. So I might just.
Yeah,
I
we did.
believe
We
you
did.
did because there was
Okay.
a whole like 20-minute thing.
Yeah.
About how
No,
many
but I-
words.
They haven't
Right, but
replied, I
couldn't
don't
remember.
think.
I couldn't. They did reply. I couldn't remember if
Mhm.
that part of that whole thing was us letting them know that we were going there. We
Yeah.
let them
Believe so.
know about
I believe so.
the Fae for sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were inspecting a Fae near Halfeld. Yeah, we definitely put that in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty sure.
Perfect. I just.
I don't remember them
You
replying
probably-
off the top,
I
honestly.
think we could
No,
scroll
he-
up and
He
find it.
replied. No, please no. No,
It
he
was
definitely
like,
replied.
Yeah, cool, we got this. We're good.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna use this.
Logger
anymore
chopped
then.
Fey tree,
Oh my
Emerald
God.
Forest creature hunted him to Narby and committed murder. We also encountered a Fey tree creature outside Strago. Please advise.
Oh, fair enough. We didn't say Halfeld specifically. We did say Emerald Forest.
Yeah.
You said you were heading that way.
Mm-hmm.
So he
Okay, yeah,
advised
so
you to look into it one way or
Close
the other.
enough.
Yeah. So then I'll just leave the sending stone alone for now.
I mean, unless you just want to say what's up.
Are you pooping?
You up?
Hey, Midnight Ravens, what you wearing? What's going on?
Oh no.
It's us, the midday bustards. Anyways,
So,
yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye out.
Just yeah, roll your perception check.
17.
Okay. You make out a few various shapes kind of on the edge of this dark vision that you have. Nothing that seems hostile. You see a few deer and smaller creatures kind of walking off to the west of you.
Okay, I'll definitely make note of that to tell to Jet and Bron. I thought I added alert to my list of spells, but apparently I didn't, so. Or alarm, or whatever it is. And
Alarm, yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. But that's all you see, and the rest of your watch goes.
Okay, I will collect Cinder, and I will go wake up Jet first, just kind of gently shaking her shoulder, and be like, Jet, it's time for your watch.
Okay.
Do I have to?
I'll go wake up Braun, but I just want to let you guys know that there was like some figures, it looks like maybe just animals or something off to the west of us. I didn't really hear anything else or see anything else that's suspicious, so. And then I'll go
Alright.
wake up Braun and kind of say the same thing and go to bed.
Are you anybody the goggles?
Oh yeah, I'll probably hand them to. I'll just hold them out. Who wants the goggles?
I will take them and immediately put them on.
Cool. Good
Wait, I was
night.
prepared for this. Here they are. Okay. So Braun and Jet, during your couple hours here, what are you guys doing? What are you saying to each other?
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring over my backpack and say, "Hey, Jet, look." And then as I open it up, I'll pull a couple of things out, and then I'm gonna reach inside and pull out that bear skull that we had. Right? We still have that.
It's
And
Right,
then sleeping
yes.
inside of the bear skull with the leftover scraps of fur is the sugar glider just hanging out in there.
Oh,
Oh.
amazing.
Yeah, he's just hanging out in the bear skull.
Oh,
That's
Adorable.
so metal.
most metal little sugar glider you've ever seen.
Yes.
What did you decide to name it?
Name. Little man needs good name.
Bruiser.
Bruiser. Bob.
Bob the Bruiser.
Bob the Bruiser.
And he bruised it.
Bran wasn't asleep, he'd suggest jerky.
No.
Oh, God.
Buster.
Not food. So that's where I'm starting my watch, is by bringing out the sugar glider in his skull home.
Should I try to swing your axe?
Absolutely. I'll take it off and just kind of hold it up there for you.
All right, I'm gonna get my daggers out and hold them out to Bran. We'll trade.
Carefully take the daggers
Am
and
I strong
swing.
enough to lift this axe?
Jack,
That's the
I was
question.
gonna say roll a strength check.
I was waiting
gonna
This
for
is
it.
a like 8 foot tall Firbolg's great axe. And I'm pretty sure your strength is not great.
I'm still gonna try.
Do we have a weight
No,
on it? An
certainly
official
try.
weight? Do we know?
I believe in Jatoria.
An 11?
Yeah, I mean it's heavy. Like you probably would not want to use this as your weapon, but you give it a few swings in your arms, or you feel the burn a little bit.
Gain +1 strength for working out.
I wish you had to go to the gym once for that.
Well, she swings the axe once I see that she's okay handling it and she's not gonna, have it drop on herself. I'll spin the daggers around a little bit, kind of trying to imitate what I've seen her do.
Sure. Well, your dexterity is not bad, right? You have yeah. So you do. You're not. It's not something you're super comfortable with, but you kind of give them a few little spins and little swipes.
Mhm.
As you kind of watch Jet give one swing, and then struggle a little bit to start picking it back up again.
I'll walk over to her, daggers in one hand, and I'll help her lift up the axe and trade back weapons.
Pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. These nice daggers.
Thank you. I can tell why your arms are so big. It's very heavy.
These big axe take many years to wield big axe. Lots of years in forest.
Feel that.
How did you learn to make dagger appear?
I had a friend who taught me a couple of magic things when I was growing up.
He's a good friend.
Very good friend.
Very nice. It's very fun to watch you just whoosh, dagger, whoosh, dagger.
If only I had better aim.
Aim come with practice.
So as you guys are having your conversation, go ahead and both of you just make a perception check for me. And which one of you has the goggles?
Me.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
Okay. And makes sense with the person that has the goggles rolling much higher. Jet, you also see the occasional deer or smaller creature kind of wandering off towards the west of you. And there's a moment where as your conversation kind of comes to a lull, a pause, you swear you hear a very faint singing. It's almost angelic, like a high soprano, just soaring notes, but it's extremely faint. And as you kind of tilt your head, listen a little bit more, and your fawn ears kind of turn a bit, it's what the animals are walking towards, at least the same direction.
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
There's like singing coming from over there, I think.
Is good singing?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
It's pretty. It's beautiful.
Pretend.
Definitely sounds better than that.
Everything sounds better than that. Do you want to go take a look? Is singing close?
It's very faint, so I feel like it might be far.
Go ahead and just roll another perception check for me, and this time the DC is a little bit different because you know what you're listening for.
Both of us or just her?
Just
Oh,
her.
Just her, yeah.
Ooh, it's a 20 for 23.
23. Yeah. So, it's not too far off. Maybe a few hundred feet. But part of the reason that may be so faint is just because of the trees and the foliage and stuff tend to be kind of sound dampening. Because you don't have a clear kind of open path to where you hear this coming from. That's probably what's affecting it, but it's probably a few hundred feet away.
Drinking buddies.
Well,
So-
I don't know if we should leave the camp to like go check it out though.
Well, how about you go check, because you hear it. I stay here. And if you're not back in 5 minutes, we come find you.
Okay.
And after a bit, Braun, you do kind of pick it up a bit. Like it's not only Jet that hears it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's so faint that it does take you, a bit of her pointing it out for you to focus on it, and you kind of pick it up a bit.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna head off in the direction of the singing.
All right.
I'm going to keep my attention focused in that direction.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Jet, so as you begin to head off to the west, how are you getting over there? Are you just walking over there? Are you trying to be sneaky?
Not really sneaky, just I don't know, walking normally, I guess. Cautiously, I should say.
Okay. So you begin to head off that way. And you have the goggles as well, so that provides you a bit of light. You can tell you're getting closer. You begin to hear the sound of faintly splashing water. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
$22.
Rolling high on those. You're still quite a bit of ways. You're probably just at the edge of the goggles, about 60 feet, as you start to look. And what you see is this pond or lake, small lake of slightly shimmering blue water. You can see deer and various forest creatures drinking from the edge of the pond. And in the middle of the pond, as you remain unnoticed, you can see this blue, almost ethereal, ghostly figure of a woman bathing in the center of the pond. You can see robes that appear to be wet, although everything is kind of transparent and blue. You can see her wringing out her hair, kind of singing softly to herself.
I am going to nope right out of there and go back to camp because Jet is definitely afraid of drowning, and that feels like a drowning situation.
Okay. And though not being too careful, the whatever this being is doesn't notice you. But Jet returns to you, Braun, at the campsite after about a few minutes.
Did you find the source of singing?
I did. There was a woman singing and kind of bathing in a lake, which was very pretty, but I didn't want to go near it.
It's fair. People like midnight baths and privacy.
Of course they do. Of course they do. All those midnight baths that you run into. Like, it's just like, I've run into so many people midnight bathing, and man, they get real upset if you interrupt their privacy. Like, this is a common occurrence.
Okay, but here's the thing. You know, you say this, but I'm in another campaign where we have interacted with someone who was singing while taking a bath, and we did disturb their privacy. So,
I mean,
if I had a
fair,
nickel
it's
for
just
every
such a
time
funny
this happened in a campaign I was in, I'd have 2 nickels. So, that's
But
all
it's
I'm
weird that it happened twice.
I know.
people have
It
been
is
about
weird that
like
it happened
privacy.
twice.
This is I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail. Couldn't handle it though. I was losing it.
It was good.
Oh. Ooh.
On said, people taking midnight baths enjoy their privacy. Continue scene.
So maybe we don't tell Ran about bathing lady, huh?
Oh yeah, we definitely shouldn't tell Ran about it.
That's a good
Definitely no.
idea.
What a rat.
Jane's asleep, but she agrees.
Rand suddenly has a nightmare where he's indignant for no reason. He doesn't know why. Just probably some kind of false accusation or something.
So, as your watch continues for the last hour or so that you have here, the singing does continue as you begin to get a bit sleepy.
Well, we should wake Ran. Tell him to avoid singing.
I'm gonna take the goggles off and hand them to Brown and be like, "All right, good luck waking Ran up. I'm gonna go to bed."
Did you just he's your child, Braun?
it's your turn. You're on Ran duty.
I just had an image in my mind of like Braun going over to where Ran is sleeping and picking him up like a toddler and standing him up. Be like, okay, buddy. It's
No
your
respect.
turn to pass
No
on."
respect for Rand, old bud.
Let's see how it happens.
I wear a tough guy eye patch. No respect. God damn it.
No, I'll go wake him up respectfully. I'm not gonna
Thank you.
belittle the little guy.
Waking up. Anything happen?
Nothing too much. A little bit of weapon stuff. Jet can wield my axe. Not well, but she wielded it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna grab my goggles and pat Braun on the side, and then go sit by the fire and poke it with a stick.
With your insane perception,
Mm-hmm.
your huge PP, if you will.
I do have a giant DP.
You do.
Power of perception.
You
Mm-hmm.
You, after a moment of the fire kind of crackling and still kind of waking up and shaking everything off, you see the occasional deer run by, and you begin to hear faint singing.
No.
It's actually what's playing in my head right there in my ears right now.
Yes. Nailed it. Rand's gonna kind of like look around curiously and try to deduce where it's coming from and peek around that way with his googles.
Off to the west, you don't see anything distance.
Okay. Rad's kind of like
Very beautiful singing.
suspicious of that side. Now, how well can I hear the music?
It's a bit faint and muffled, but pretty well.
Is it words or just melodic?
It's just melodic. Think like Huntress humming, but like not fucking terrifying.
Got it. Rand's gonna like look around for a second and then just start humming loudly along with it. He's gonna try to match it and just like hum along from where he's standing.
Oh, that's interesting. Roll a performance check.
Performance. Natural 20, 22. Randall Bug never dies.
He's real good at humming.
I can hum like a...
This was a life or
So
death,
good.
death humming situation, and ran past.
I'm great at humming. I don't know. I'm
You
sorry.
had a gun to your head and you had to sing one song.
Little known fact, Ranelbuck has perfect pitch.
Mhm.
Who knew?
Randall Bug is full of surprises.
Continue to sing, harmonizing along with the melody quite perfectly. And slowly, little by little, it becomes slightly louder. Almost as whatever is producing the sound is coming towards you.
Ooh. Rand's not gonna like leave the camp per se, but like kind of edge a few feet further towards where it's coming from and keep on humming. But not leaving like no more than like 5, 10, 15 feet. Kind of just
Go ahead and roll a perception check this
within
time.
that kind of still staying nearby. Perception check. Why can't I see the word? I'm blind.
It's right below nature, right above performance.
7 from the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm... Yeah, there we go.
You have a
Perception.
+6 to it.
Only
They're
got
in
11 though.
alphabetical order.
I know. I was feeling blind. I'm like, why? Just wasn't seeing it. Anyway, 11
An 11, and it's
with goggles.
she's going to be right. She's going to be easy enough for you to see. It was more of a matter of how close before you run into her.
Okay. Rand's
You
just
make out
gonna wave a little
as you
bit
kind
while
of
he's humming.
kind of going through the trees, about 40 feet away from you. You can see this glowing, ethereal woman in flowing robes, long hair. Not what you guys saw before, but now it's braided down in one long braid running down the front. She kind of tilts her head over at you and looks.
Rand's just gonna tilt his head back and wave.
Oh, And who are you who wanders these woods so late at night?
My name is Ran. We're just traveling. And I heard you
We?
singing. It is beautiful.
Who's we?
My friends and I. Drinking buddies, really.
Hmm. And why do you come here?
We're traveling to Halfeld.
Where's that?
Northwest of us.
Hmm. Your singing is beautiful.
Yours is beautiful. What are you doing out here on the night?
This is where I live.
In the forest?
Of course.
Peculiar.
As you can tell, I'm not like you.
Well, you're much taller.
This spirit of sorts. Tell me, Ran. And she kind of like starts taking a few steps towards you. Before stopping.
Ryan's gonna stand his ground.
You stand your ground? You're firing?
Stand my...
You and your friends.
Drinking buddies.
Friends.
Companions.
Friends.
Traveling associates.
So you don't know them that well then?
We're getting there.
Interesting. You're just passing through.
That's the plan.
Hmm.
Didn't mean to disrupt
Well.
your home or anything.
It was a pleasant disruption as opposed to some of the others I encounter.
Oh yeah? Someone giving you trouble?
Poachers and the sorts that come through these woods. You all poachers? Or are you protectors?
Depends on the situation, I suppose.
Kind of see her take a step back for a moment. Of nature, you poachers or protectors?
Uh-oh. I mean, protecting when we can, but if something's gonna come after us, we gotta fight back.
Of course, there are scavenging beasts and those that would hunt you. But you don't come here to seek that which nature offers,
No,
just to pass through.
passing through.
And you have a dog. Just kidding. Well,
That was actually the sugar glider barking, I think.
that was a sugar glider.
Little
Oh
known
my God.
fact, sugar gliders can bark.
Handsome Henry now plays the sugar glider.
Yeah.
Need a Ran's aid.
Well, as long as you're not here to hurt my woods.
No, we
suppose
love the
I'll let
woods.
You live.
Oh, it's very nice of you.
Good night, Ran, old buck.
Do you have a name?
She begins to walk away from you.
Bye, I guess. Bye.
She kind of raises a hand and waves behind her without looking.
Brad's gonna kind of like awestruck go back and sit by the fire like, what was that? To himself, waiting until, sun up to start waking up his friends. Still not sure if he shouldn't do it now, but...
I'm dying. Okay.
Okay, I get it. Chat's lighting up. You didn't say the last name. I know that too. I'm well aware, but what was I gonna do?
So you head back. You doing anything else for the rest of your watch?
I'm just gonna sit there and think back on the encounter, like poking the fire, like what the heck was that? Trying to.
Okay. The rest of your watch goes smoothly. And eventually you begin to see some of the others shift around a bit.
Getting a little eager, I'm going to start like rustling loudly as I'm packing up stuff, like rustling around, making, being a little extra loud to make sure people wake up sooner than maybe I would have let them naturally.
Yeah. And it's very much an angry roommate doing the dishes, extremely loud. And the rest of you are awoken by Rand beginning to pack camp up as the sun is beginning to peek over the trees.
And as soon as they start like naturally kind of waking up, oh guys, you guys are up. You'll never believe what happened.
What are you talking about?
So there was like this lady. I saw this lady. She was singing and she waved at us. She said she's going to let us live. But I don't know, man. She was weird and she knew my name. It was super weird.
I'm going to look over at Jet. I just sigh.
I thought we agreed not to tell Ran about the lady in the lake.
Wait, you knew about the lady?
Didn't tell him.
You guys knew about the lady? Why didn't you tell me?
She was bathing, and we didn't want you to drown.
What are you even talking about? Doesn't make any sense.
She was singing in the lake.
Beautiful voice.
Beautiful voice.
She came to visit.
Was singing while she was bathing.
So I was humming along because the song was beautiful. She came by to visit. I can't believe you guys didn't warn me about this. You're terrible at watch. You guys don't get to watch together anymore.
We thought you would follow the singing and then end up dead.
Why would I leave the camp when you guys were asleep? That's irresponsible. Good Lord.
Because you have a weakness for singing.
Oh, she does have a beautiful
and
voice.
naked ladies.
Where did that come from? What do you...
Jane is on the floor laughing.
Ran, deeply upset by the lack of respect, turns back and starts packing up loudly again. But he's no longer excited to tell his tale.
So passive aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be a halfling trait.
What did she say?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was busy imagining naked ladies, apparently, glaring at Braun. She said that she lives here, and that, she wasn't going to kill us, which was nice.
Oh, yeah, that is nice.
Yeah, she seemed really nice. I liked her. She asked if we were, like, protectors or poachers. I don't know.
Sounds like nature spirit to Braun.
Yeah, she liked nature. I mean, she lives in a
Sure
forest.
does.
That's kind of like you.
Definitely some nature spirit.
So, are you, like, related? You're nature people, right? You live in nature. You talk to trees and stuff.
Yes, we do. We are not spirit, though.
All right.
Braun, go ahead and roll a nature check. Excuse me.
11.
You know that there are spirits in nature similar to what is being described.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he saw her.
He did not.
I thought they... Oh, he got descriptions. Good point.
Exactly. So yeah, you're on point with your description there. Trying to see if you could recollect any other information, but not much else. These spirits exist. These spirits exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, are you saying she wasn't real, or?
Maybe at one point she was a real person, but now, the spirit of protecting the forest. Good thing you told her we were protector.
Well, I told her we'd defend ourselves, but other than that, we're just traveling. I told her we were passing through.
All right.
She seemed nice.
Because you gave her a right answer. If you didn't, we wouldn't be talking.
I am very good at my watch, unlike some people who don't tell you about weird singing ladies.
I mean, at least we didn't interact.
It was a really nice song. Anyway, should we get moving?
Let's move.
Ran adjusts his eye patch and moves it to the other eye.
And as you ready for it, pack up camp. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about
Nailed
that.
it.
Proud of myself. Thanks.
We're proud of you.
Thanks, guys.
This was stunned
as
silence.
As you pack up camp, Braun, are you still leading the way here?
Yeah, I'll lead the way.
All right, let's get that survival check, buddy.
14.
A few hours into travel, you kind of look up at the sun and you're like, wait a second, we're a little bit off course. You can shift a little bit on your path to head off in what you assume is the closer direction. About midday, after a few days of travel through these woods, maybe a little bit later than that, well, I actually have a map, so I can tell you exactly at what time of day.
We're in the Hawkwoods, yeah?
Yeah, let me get I have a hex map for travel. Okay, here we go. You are currently in the Hawkwoods, so boom, boom. Okay. Yeah, so about halfway through the day, you begin to feel the earth beneath your feet become a little more hard. The trees start thinning out, becoming more brittle and fragile. And you can see ahead of you these rolling hills as the tree line clears. And off a bit further to the west, these spire-like mountains jutting up at odd angles, almost like gnarled teeth off on the horizon. No, we're not doing that.
It's called Razor Mountain.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
And over here, if you take a look, you see Zanger Marsh. Oh shit! Wait, you just came through a swamp. Oh fuck! Oh no, have I created the outlands? Oh shit! I've created the outlands. Okay.
Here's my original map that I spent all this time making. Copy paste from Blizzard.
I'm so mad now. All right, guys. New campaign starting next week. You can draw parallels between any story. So anyways.
Are we on our way to Ogrimmar yet?
I want a refund.
How close?
Oh my god. You're on your way to Silvermoon. You see mountains off in the distance on the horizon. They're not like needles,
mountains.
but they're angled a bit. And you can kind of see the rolling hills leading up to them as the earth at your feet begins to turn to more stone with patches of greenery. But this greenery is more dry, shrubbish, as opposed to the soft forest floor from whence you came.
Making our way
Making your way
out of the forest towards the mountainous horizon. Ran trudging along, thinking wistfully of the beautifully voiced forest spirit.
As you continue to head through, this map is actually a little bit too soon. I'm gonna do a little finagling real quick. You can see some rock formations, pillars, slightly boulders, and things throughout this landscape as you continue your path forward. And Ran, it's easy enough for you to see, most likely.
Because of my huge
Yeah,
PP.
yeah.
Passive
Because of your
perception.
huge PP. Yes, because of your massive PP.
My massive passive perception. Thank you.
Your magnum, yeah. So as you guys are kind of going this way, I'm gonna put you on the very, very edge here. Just give you some distance. And Braun's kind of leading the way. Rand, you can make out figures kind of walking on the other side of these three pillars here, who have taken notice of you and appear to be kind of not necessarily hiding behind the pillars, but using them as slight cover as they begin to approach you. These figures are slightly shorter than Braun.
Hey, guys, hold up.
These
I'm pointing.
These figures are. Wait, let me check Braun's stat sheet. Okay. Muscular. Not as much as Braun, but close to him in size. Wielding great axes on this. Some of them begin to draw as they are walking towards you and notice you.
How many am I counting?
You're counting 4. And you notice 2 of them with these great axes, and you notice 2 more who have drawn what look like ornate looking bows.
All right. Ryan's going to pull out his pistol and just be like, guys. And like tapping whoever's closest to him. And we've got company.
Give me 1 second here.
So that everyone, I'm assuming, will see them now.
Oh yeah, definitely with them pointed out. And because
Thanks to Rand's huge passive perception.
thanks to his huge passive perception, let's just use. I don't have any great little dudes for this, unfortunately. We can use this guy. Gonna have 2 of them coming through the rocks towards you guys.
So I know it's off map, but
Yeah.
presumably could I move around the south side of this rock that's beside us? Like underneath it?
Sure, go ahead. And if you guys want to move a little bit close to the edge of the map there, by all means.
Because Rand, upon
I
noticing
can
and alerting
even-
his friends, is going to, jump over.
I'll shift it a little for you. There you
Jump
go.
over and hide behind the rock himself. Make a little. He's going to warn the friends, point, and then dash off to the side and take a little cover.
Sure. So, yep. Anywhere you guys want to move real quick, because you know what's going to happen next.
I'm
Can I get
gonna
on top of the
cast
rock?
my mage armor.
The post-it note comes in handy once again.
I will allow it, since we have not technically rolled initiative yet.
Technically correct. The best kind of correct.
I had. Oh wait, I had. Am I big dum dum?
Are you?
Oh, that's on other. It's the other campaign. I was real smart last week, and for the other campaign, I grabbed like the little models and tossed them on a separate page that you guys can't see while you're on this page, so I could just copy paste them over without having to search for them. Yeah, it was some big brain stuff, but I goofed and forgot to do it for this one. All right, but that's fine. So as you guys begin to kind of spread, take a little bit of cover as you see these characters approaching you. Go ahead and everybody roll initiative.
Wait, I didn't get a. I asked if I could get on top
Wait.
of the one rock that Rand's hiding behind with my boots.
A rock is about 20 to 25 feet tall.
Okay, I have boots of flying that I haven't used.
Sure.
Fly!
Heck yeah.
Go ahead and roll initiative. You can keep your numbers to yourself. I'll call for them in order because it's easier for me to type them that way.
Mhm.
Let me get 2 different colors here. All Alrighty, Jane.
I rolled a 21.
Jet.
23.
Braun.
15.
And Ran.
22.
Yeah. Thanks to Rand's massive
Passive perception.
passive perception, his
Passive
huge PP.
perception.
You all are definitely getting the jump on these guys as you kind of play it off like you don't see them, like you're walking off this way, like we don't see you guys, and then as soon as they start coming through those rocks, you guys turn on them. So Jet, you get to go first. As you begin to see these figures approach, you're pretty far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, if you're here. 18 times 5. 90. So you're like 90 feet from this boy right here. It's probably almost the same to this boy right here.
Okay. Since I'm a little bit too far for the daggers, I'm going to pull out my bow. And
All right.
Non-dagger jet. This is so exciting.
If you think
20?
about
Long
it,
range stabbing.
yeah, long range stabbing. It's just
Absolutely. Just exciting to see.
Does the 20 hit?
After your stroke.
Yes. I had to find the right encounter tab.
You got through it. Just wanted the best for your health. I'm worried about you.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I'm gonna pull out my bow and hit one of them for 4 damage.
Lefty boy, righty boy.
Probably this one.
You only the left one would be the only one you have light of sight
Yeah.
on, because this rock right here is about 10 feet tall.
Yeah. It's probably that one.
It's probably that one I can see.
Boy.
Yeah.
Probably that one.
Yeah. Well, you could have moved. All right. Bonus action movement.
I think I'm gonna actually move like up here. I can move that. Let's see.
You have 35 feet.
I'm gonna move there. I'm still behind the rock a little bit.
Yep.
And
And that'll give you partial cover. They know you're there. You're not crouch sneaking Skyrim style by any means. They know you're there, but you definitely have cover. From
Ran
any
would like
ranged
to crouch
attacks.
sneak. Just kidding.
Take a level in rogue.
Do you want to start rolling everywhere too? Just
In an ideal world.
Anything else, Jet? Any bonus actions or anything like that?
no, I'm good.
Alrighty. So you watch as Jet takes the first shot. Rand, you can kind of see her behind the rock here. You can't quite see them from where you are, but you watch her fire off a shot with her bow. What are you doing?
I can't quite see them? Oh, okay. Thought I'd have line
No.
of sight on that guy.
If you move forward 5 feet, you will. You'll be able to see
Like
this
there?
guy here.
Is that trying to stay in cover.
Yeah, well, you can always move up and shoot and move back. You can split your movement.
All right, well, I'll move up there, which
There you go. Yeah, you can definitely see this guy here.
And I mean, that's a long, like, it's still going to be like 90 something feet away, I'm assuming, presumably.
Ish.
But I
Yeah,
should be
what's
able
your
to hit
close
him
range? 40?
40, 120, yeah.
Yeah, it's
So it's-
definitely far range.
So it's a disadvantage with a revolver, but I will take a shot.
Pop off, fam.
And we didn't even try to diplomacy. I keep thinking, like, maybe we should yell out friend or foe, but nah, we already shot him with the arrow. So let's keep shooting. Murder hobo.
To be fair, you did have a party member shoot a fireball and then still talk your way out of it.
That's true, but these guys were drawing swords, so
Yeah, they definitely were.
yeah, I'm just shooting. Disadvantage at the first one coming up. First roll 28, second roll 16.
16. against that guy.
Mhm.
Just hits.
Woo, let's go. Bang! Rand levels his revolver, takes aim, realizing it's a long distance, both hands. 16 damage. Bang.
Okay.
Get wrecked.
Nice
Randall
shot. Second shot.
Rand steadies himself. Rolls very poorly.
14.
Doesn't talk
so
about
you
it.
fire off that first one, and it kind of impacts him on his side a little bit. As you fire off that second one, he kind of ducks behind the rock and leans over, and it just catches, shattering a bit of the rock off.
Rand glares, blows away the smoke, and gets ready to do it again on the next turn.
So
Oh,
Jane,
and-
from that,
Moving
Oh,
slightly
go ahead.
back. Moving slightly back again. Boop, cover.
yeah, any bonus action or anything? Rand?
Nope, nothing. Chilling.
Okay. If you want full cover, I would move like one more hex back from them, because you'd be
Like there?
just a hair there. Yeah, that's fine. It's right up against the rock. Jane, you watch the arrow go flying from Jet, kind of just skim the shoulder of the guy to the left there. Here, 2 shots fired off from Ran. And from vantage point, you can kind of see everything that's going on ahead of you there. What would you like to do?
She's up
Well,
taller
you
than the
already
pillar.
mentioned what I was gonna do. I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Yeah!
Light him up.
Where?
Probably between those guys. So centered on maybe that hex. I don't know if I could move it over another hex to the left.
Here?
That's what I was thinking. I could probably center it more to get those 3, right?
Yeah, that'll hit all 3 in the back if you do it there. Because
Yeah,
it's 20
I'll-
feet. 5,
yeah, I'll
10,
do that.
15, 20. That'll hit those 3. So Dex from them.
So if I do there, did you see where I clicked just now?
No.
I mean, even from there, you hit all 3.
yeah,
of them.
here's
you're hitting
still,
all 3
you
either
hit
way.
all
Okay.
3 from there.
That's
Yeah.
fine then.
So
yeah,
you
perfect.
hit all 3 of those. Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
have enough line of sight to try to get that guy. But you can.
Oh
hit
yeah,
those
I guess
3.
he's behind that one boulder. They're probably
Yeah.
too tall for me to see. But yeah.
Because you could, in theory, if you had line of sight to here, you could put it there. But
I mean,
you don't.
do I have to have line of sight if it's an area?
Yeah, because fireball leaves you, and then explodes at the point.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you fire it there. Those 3 have to make Dex saves.
15.
The other guy will feel the warmth from around the rock, but he'll be okay.
Yeah. 21, 17, and a natural 1.
So what was the second one?
17.
Okay, so 2 pass and 1 fails.
Yeah,
so
1
the one that
fails.
fails will take full damage. The other 2 will take half.
Yep, and that'll be this guy.
So 21 damage for the one that fails, and 10 damage for the other 2 that succeeded.
21 and 10. Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Braun, as you kind of come in front of this rock here is about 10 feet tall in front of you, so you don't really have too good of a line of sight. We're watching all of this be fired from behind you towards. What do you do?
Oh, I'm next. Interesting.
Oh yeah, I mean you were the
What?
lowest roll of the party with a 15.
I know. Yeah, I
They
was
rolled, they all rolled bad, real bad,
okay. Yeah, I was just expecting one of
like
them to get a little higher.
single
than
digit
that,
bad. No.
Fair enough.
No. One of the groups rolled a nat 1 on their initiative. The other ones rolled not good as well. So
Fumbling their arrows and axes. Gotcha.
that was the whole like feint. We're going this way and we don't see you. Papa.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to take a little bit of movement up to beside this rock, and as I run up there, I'm going to pull out my javelin and throw it
Ooh.
at this guy.
What's the range on it?
120.
What's
Or
the short
30.
range on it?
30, 120.
Yeah, so with disadvantage.
Okay, yeah. $17. Oh, sorry, disadvantage 14.
Pull the javelin. Shing! Feet. kind of looks up at you. This deep guttural growl comes from him.
Is it a growl I recognize? Biggish creatures. You know?
They're not Fearbolgs, if that's
Well,
what
I know. I'm not. I wasn't expecting Fearbolgs. I was just big creatures in general.
Roll a history check.
Okay. Well,
Not particularly.
The growl sounds like a growl.
There's something about it. It's not how you enter your rage, but there is something about it that feels primal to you.
gotcha.
It's their turn. All four of them, because they all rolled dog water.
Can
Oh,
I
if you're
take
done,
the rest
sorry.
of my movement?
Apologies.
Yeah. No. I'd like to take a little bit more of my movement and get I'll get behind the rock.
The boulder.
The boulder. Yeah, I'll use the rest of my movement to get behind the boulder. And as a bonus action, I'm going to use my bolstering magic on Jet.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna tap her on the shoulder with my hand and give her that power.
And that is an extra D3 to attack rolls, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Oh.
Jane's not missing today.
Okay. And because I don't think anybody actually owns a D3, D4 just reroll 4s. Okay. Their turn now, if you're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Not super fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But that's his action dash. 1, 2, 3. This is action with dash. And these two,
Damn, they hustling.
because these two have a climb speed. I'm gonna hop right up here.
Damn mountain goats.
I could have made it to them too, but it would have been action dash and I would have been far away. So I figured
them
it was
come
better
to
if
us,
they come
yeah.
to us. Yeah.
Yep. But these two will use their movement to get up here with their climb speed, and then I can't.
How
The
tall
only
are...
person they can see is Jane.
I was going to say, how tall are those? Yeah.
Yeah, those are about 15-ish. They're a little bit taller than this one in the middle, but not as tall as the one Jane is on. But they can see Jane up there with their height.
Okay, now keeping in mind that Jane is very short. And she's on a higher plane.
Yeah, they're also
So-
like 7. She's on a 5 foot taller plane, but they're also 7 feet tall.
Okay, I just wanted
on a
to...
15 foot.
Just trying to
you know.
visualize, you know?
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
painting... I needed a word
But also
picture.
arrows.
Yeah, it's a lot of guesswork, though, at that point. You know what I mean? I would argue.
Not for
Anyway,
not for a professional archer. Did you want them to shoot you? They can shoot you.
good try.
They can't shoot you.
They can try.
They can't shoot
What,
you.
they can't curve arrows?
Ranelbuck never dies.
Around the corner. Just curve the bullet.
Yeah, just swing the bow
so
across while you fire.
they're both going to pop off one at Jane. The first one is a 14.
Yeah, that hits.
When going on top of the pillar suddenly feels like a bad idea. Ruh-roh.
Nah, no ragrats.
No ragrats.
Give me 1 second here because I need to check something.
That's what I like about Jane. Lives with
Yep.
no ragrats.
Tomorrow? Face tattoo. Why not? No ragrats.
No
Oh,
ragrats!
Jesus.
Love this.
Jane, you hear very faintly as the first one knocks the arrow and aims. You can hear a whisper. And then almost as that arrow is released, as it's approaching you, you can hear the words hit you. You take 16 points of piercing damage.
Jesus. Okay. All right. These guys mean business.
Second attack. First attack, other guy. Is a dirty 20.
Shield.
What's your normal AC?
Oh, crap. Never mind.
What's your normal AC?
It's 12.
You don't have mage armor on.
Yeah, no. I forgot to do that.
I'll let you
This
save
time
that.
I'm the fool.
I'll let you save that spell slot though.
Thank you.
Better-ish. As in a similar fashion, you watch. The other one impacts dead in your other shoulder for 14 points of piercing damage.
Sorry, how much? It cut out.
14. 1-4.
Thank you.
And that's all of their turns.
Ow.
And spattered with blood from below, wondering where it's coming from.
And as these two arrows impact Jane in both shoulders, at the end of this round, we're gonna take our 5. I have to use the bathroom really bad.
All right.
We're leaving on a dark Jane pierced with arrows moment.
Yep, sure are. Little cliffhanger for you.
Remember to come back,
I'm
same
really
flood time, same
excited.
flood channel.
I'm really excited to
5
cast
minutes.
another fireball at them.
I'm excited for you to fireball their jabronis. All right, and we'll take our quick be right back, boys and girls. If you need to get water, any of that kind of stuff, go do it. We're back.
Pretty good.
I think we're
All
All
back.
right, we left off on
Jane is bleeding.
Jane being impaled by 2 arrows. Jet, as this man, about 2 feet taller than you, comes down this corner, great axe in hand. You hear over your head, "Shut up, shut up," as these arrows fly by. What are you doing?
But what are they saying?
Do you speak Elvish?
Yes.
So do I. I also
Get wrecked?
speak Elvish. The person who was being shot
Yes.
at with the Elvish bows and arrows.
Okay. I'll tell you in a minute.
Good. So I'm about to yell at them in Elvish.
Glad I asked. I was just teasing, but that was perfect.
So Jet,
I am going to pull out my daggers and start stabbing.
so you dropping your bow?
Yes.
Okay, drop your bow. Bonus action, summon the 2 daggers.
19 hits, right?
It sure do.
For 6 damage.
All right.
And I only got to stab once.
Oh, okay. So as he comes around this corner, you're already ready. In one swift motion, you drop the bow, the dagger appears, and you take a swipe with one. And the second one, you just don't quite have the time.
Do
To
you
make
remember the plus
contact.
D3?
It doesn't need it.
Yeah,
yes, thank you.
yeah. Good call. Good call.
Sorry.
It was a 9. Bonus action summon, swipe. You have movement if you want to use it. But if you leave his melee range, you will get an opportunity to attack on you.
I'm good where I am.
Okie dokie. Ran Old Buck.
Ran over.
Behind the rock, you can hear Jane make sounds of pain as you hear these 2 arrows impact her above. What are you doing?
I'm offended that you would infer that Jane feels pain. She would have just grit her teeth and not even cared because she's
I'm pretty
hardcore.
sure.
But anyway.
Pretty
Oh,
sure.
Jane's in pain for sure.
Oh, she might
I
feel
was
pain,
like,
but she would never
let me-
express it.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Come on,
Pretty
Jane
sure
is
you
way
got
more metal
shot.
than that.
Pretty
She
sure
would
you got
laugh.
shot with an arrow. No.
I get a
Suddenly
free
hear this
intimidation
deep-
roll.
This deep guttural laughter from the top of the rock.
Now, I've learned that apparently you can split movement, you said. I don't know how that works, but I would like to peek out of the rock a little bit and shoot this guy.
Well, you can use your movement whenever you want, so you can move, shoot, and then move.
I thought it had to be all at once. I didn't know that you could split it.
Nope,
is
your
my point.
movement is 30 for your, or 25, I think, for you for your whole turn. However you want to use it, whenever you want to use it.
So I'm going to move
And-
just up one square because I think that should be enough to peek at him. And
Yeah,
take
it'd
a
be enough
shot.
to peek at that guy, sure.
Yeah, and shoot him with my revolver. I think he's probably within the 40 now. Or is he no? Wait, hang
Yeah,
on.
yeah, he is.
He's
He's,
within the
he's
40?
like 30.
Cool, perfect. So I'm gonna squeeze the
Pop
trigger.
off. That's the same guy you already shot to.
I'm gonna hit for 14, unfortunately. But I'm gonna try again on my next shot.
Go ahead.
18.
Yeah, so the first one, you're kind of with Braun and Jet there to his side. You aim a little bit, and you're just trying not to hit them.
So went just a
You
little
miss
wide.
wide.
Yeah.
And then the second time you go, fuck it, Braun can take it. And you correct and fire a shot right into the enemy.
I just course corrected because I knew exactly. I used the first one to guide it. I knew. Yeah, it was planned.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Just your minion takes 17 damage.
Okay. That one's not looking good. That one has a few bullet holes.
Bam! And then
And
Rand
he's
will
sitting a little crispy.
tuck back behind his rock.
Yeah, and he's a little crispy.
Rand tucks back behind the rock and he's chilling.
No problem.
Mhm.
My thing is being dumb here. 1 second.
Boot shooting boogie. That's right.
Thank you. I was really proud of that.
I liked it. You should be proud of that.
So Rand comes around, fires that shot. Jane, these 2 arrows have just impacted you. And the last bit of the whisper you catch. Last bit of the word you catch is just my enemies. As this arrow impacts you. The other arrow impacts you. What are you doing?
I am going to. I'm gonna move off of the rock. Just to
Okay.
like right beside it.
Okay, you hop down. Bit of cover
yeah.
there.
I use my boots to lighten my landing. And I'll cast Mage Armor.
Mhm. You have, I would say, right there you have partial cover from the archers, not full cover though,
Oh,
because this
then I
rock,
will-
this
I will
rock is
move
shorter
behind
than the
it.
one they're on.
Got
Okay,
it. I'll move
go for
behind
it.
that rock then. I just wasn't sure if the 25 feet down encompasses my movement.
Yeah, but you could just jump down on the back
Oh, okay, instead of the front or
instead
beside
of
it.
the
Yeah.
side there. So if you just want to move there, that's fine. yeah.
Then I'll cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okie dokie. Any bonus action?
Sorry, just trying to find Mage Armor. There it is. The moving off of the rock. Oh, never mind. Mage Armor would be my action. Okay. No, I'm
Right.
good then.
Okay. Ron.
Yes. First thing I'm doing is raging.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Here it comes.
The arrows, as they fly above you, you just catch the word death.
Okay.
Picking up a theme here.
Mhm. So you enter your rage. Go ahead and you can either have chat roll it or you can roll it.
Someone in chat ready to roll it?
I am. I'll let somebody else do it.
Chat, roll for Bronze Rage.
Exclamation point, roll 20.
Damn it.
Beat you to it.
Damn it.
I mean, if nobody else wants to do it. Milo, no.
Literally wrote
Milo.
no.
Oh, Archaic. Archaic got it with an 11.
Okay, gets the 11 first. All right.
Y'all gotta
I
remember there's a
respect
delay.
that, Milo.
It's good that there's, yeah. Stream delay.
The 20 would have been nicer, but I will. Oh yeah, the 20 is incredible. The 11 is also very fun. Necrotic energy bursts from me. Roll a number of d6 equal to my rage damage. Each creature of my choice within 30 feet of me must make a Constitution saving throw or take necrotic damage equal to the total, and I gain temporary hit points equal to the sum of the d6s.
Does that include Guppy?
Everyone I
Each
choose.
of his
chooses.
choice.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Of his
Of my
choice.
choice.
So your rage damage is 2, so you roll 2d6 for the damage. And
Yep.
they have to make con saves, and DC is 14.
That is a 7.
That is a 17
Okay.
and a 15. A little bit tanky, boys.
All right.
So they pass, but I believe you gain necrotic. Wait, you gain
Temporary
10
hit
HP
points.
based on how much damage it does, or just off the roll?
Equal to the sum of the d6s.
Okay, so you gain that HP regardless.
So I just heal that? Oh no, oh there's temp.
No, temp.
I see it. I see it.
Temp is different.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right, there's my bonus action.
It's huge, dude.
For those curious, 20, I become Thor.
Yeah, basically. Is that the one where your weapon turns to light and you can fucking throw your great axe? Because there's one of the ones that does that.
That's one of them.
That one's
No,
really cool.
On 20, I become the center of a storm. On a successful hit with a melee attack, I get chain lightning.
That's insane.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
Who made that table? I don't like that.
that would be you.
Yeah, the joke is I made that table.
Yep. So now that I've raged, I'm going to use my great axe and swing on the in front of me.
Go ahead. Swang on him.
Oh,
That one's already the one that has bullet holes in him. He looks rough.
oh, that was so close. It's a 12
Big swing for the first one. He ducks out of the way. Into the rock.
into the rock. Yeah. So I will.
Into Dwayne.
Yep. I will swing again. This one connecting as I pulled my axe out of the rock.
Pull your axe out of the rock in a downward motion. Crashing into
Right.
him.
Onto him for 12 damage.
He is hanging on by a thread.
All right.
One thread. Hanging on by one
Yeah.
thread to be particular.
I
Yeah.
wonder how much HP he has.
Anything else? That's bonus action movement.
Blow
I'm gonna
gently on him
smear
so
at
he
him,
dies.
And hopefully he keels over dead before his turn, but that's all I can do.
Well, it's their turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So one final act of vengeance. It's not their turn yet. It's the archers first. Huh. Well, they're in a bit of a predicament, aren't they?
A little bit.
5, 20, 30. Kind of has line of sight on Jet. Jet will have partial cover. 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy can't hit anybody yet, so he's going to continue to run around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy is going to take a shot at Jet. I believe 3/4 cover is +5 to your AC. Let me double check. 3/4 cover is +5 to your AC. Okay. So here's that shot. with, I think, actually. All other weapons. Okay. So Jet, what's your AC with your mage armor? 16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so your AC for this one, because you have 3/4 cover from this guy, is 21.
Mm-hmm.
That's a natural 1, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
So he climbs down quickly, runs over, fires the shot, and it just impales the rock right next to you there. Other archer used his action to dash. This guy, the mostly dead one on Braun, is going to reckless attack and roll with advantage.
Yep.
17?
Hits.
He swings down. Why are there D10s in my D12s? So he swings down with his great axe. And one final act of vengeance for max damage. 15. He cleaves into your raging, so halved. 7 slashing damage as he is barely hanging on to life. Realizing that he's not doing a lot to you and that he is dying, survival instinct is going to kick in. He's going to try to run away from you.
Which means I get to attack him with advantage because he's trying to leave.
Opportunity attack, no advantage.
yeah,
You just
sorry,
get
yeah,
to
opportunity
You got to
attack.
make one against him.
Okay.
So we'll see if he actually gets out of there.
Take him while he's
So that's
down.
just roll the hit dice.
Yep, roll the
We
hit.
haven't done this on our end before.
Yep, roll the hit.
22.
Nice.
22, and you know how much he has left.
Yeah.
So as he realizes that he's not going to win this battle, bleeding out, he turns, begins to run. What's it look like, Braun?
As he turns, since I still have my great axe with me, I'm just gonna swing it two-handed right into his spine, like just horizontally right into the middle of his back. Just as he runs and just catching him that way, so he falls and crumples backwards on himself.
Yep. He's lifeless on the ground.
Yeah.
One in front of Jet, watching his friend get cleaved in half, or drinking buddy, as it's more commonly referred, is also going to attack recklessly in a rage. A 15 does not hit with your mage armor.
That's right.
So a great axe comes down, and you just duck out of the way. He's a bit tall for you, so he goes to swipe right at your neck, and you just kind of boop, ping, right into the rock there.
Barely missing the flowers that you have in your hair.
Yeah, like one little petal falls off.
Don't mess with my flowers. Rage!
So he swipes across, barely missing you. One of those little petals kind of falls down in front of your face off of your head. How do you react, Jet? It's your turn.
I'm gonna stab him.
Do it.
Right in the stomach for 6 damage.
The roll was a 20, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, for 6. As you duck down, see that petal fall right in there. Next one.
Oof. That one does not hit, but I have another one.
That's right. in your
17?
bonus action.
17?
Yeah. So you stab with the first one. As you go to stab with the second one, he literally just takes one hand off the great axe and bats it away. And as he's doing that, you see the opening come back around with the other one and stab him a third time. Go ahead and roll damage. Nice.
For 5?
Excellent. So it's action, bonus action, movement.
I'm good where I am.
Ran, you can hear the fighting happening on the other side, and you hear one.
Wait. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
You're next.
Yeah,
You hear
yeah.
one roar get let out
Mhm.
as that man is cleaved in half. What do you do?
I mean, I guess
And you can see this guy peeking around the corner at you here, by the way.
10, 15, 20. I'm gonna rush out from the rock. Like, I don't know, however many feet I need to get into my regular range. Dive forward
Yep, you're good
and
there.
pull the trigger at him. You know,
Go for it.
take my next couple shots. First shot, bang, 12. Damn it! It couldn't steady myself quickly enough as I rushed forward, so I'll pull the trigger again.
He's kind of running out. He's kind of running out at the same time and just kind of ducks out of the way.
Yeah. It's pure action scene. This time we hit 24.
24. And as he comes out of that kind of duck, time it perfectly.
And 16 damage. Boom! Ran will then action surge to reload his weapon as he is now empty.
Beautiful. Good job on that.
Thank you.
Okay. It's movement, action, bonus action.
Chilling.
Jane still hurt behind the rock there. You can see Ran run out and hear the 2 shots being fired. What are you doing?
I'm getting back up on the rock.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Tasha's Mind Whip the one in front of Jet and the further one out to the left. The ranger on the left.
So 2nd level, right?
No,
to get
3rd
it to?
level.
3rd level, so you can get 2. Thank you. Okay. So the one in front of Jet and the one further out that way.
Yes. Intelligence saving throw of 15.
Might be strong. Not that smart.
That's what I was
One in front
banking
of
on.
Jet rolls a 15 on the die.
Okay.
-1. 14.
Interesting.
Guy further in the back rolls a natural 1 on the die for a dirty 0.
Cool. So they both have to choose between the bonus action, movement, or action. And they both take... Wow, that's shit damage 5.
They both take 5. Okay, that's this guy. And 1, 2, that guy. Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Braun, after cleaving this man in half, you can see Ran run out from behind, level 2 shots off. What do you do?
So as I'm coming away from the roll or the cleaving the guy in half, I'm gonna keep spinning around, yelling at Jet to duck. As I kind of spin around her, I'm gonna go level my great axe into the man on her.
Do it.
Sick.
For 14, so I'm gonna kind of misjudge my distance on that one.
You miss as you're running around, you go to swing. Braun's right-handed.
Yeah.
Yep. That side, Jet's on that side, doing your best to dodge her. You miss.
Yeah. So as I recover my axe, I'm gonna swing on him again and miss a second time.
Oh. What's Braun's reaction to coming up and just swiping twice, and missing?
He's pretty annoyed, and he's about ready to like hit him with the butt end of the great axe just to do anything to this guy.
I'll allow it on your next turn. Anything else for your turn?
Not on this turn.
Picturing a giant anime sweat drop on Braun's forehead right now.
Just a little.
Damn it! That was supposed to be way better.
Could have been so cool.
Yeah.
Their turns. This one's gonna fire a shot off at Ran.
Who never dies.
Let me check something real quick. Oh. Actually, because of the way that bow works, it's not going to fire at Ran. It's going to fire at Jane. Jane, you'll have, because of your height and everything, 3/4 cover there, so +5 to your AC. What's your mage armor AC?
15, so I'll be at
15,
20.
so 20. All right, he's going to fire off a shot at you. 19.
Rand's gonna chuckle. Ha! Idiot.
Sucks to be him.
Second one's also going to fire off a shot at you.
Second one rolls a 6.
Oh!
Good call. All right. With the portent.
Had the portent not happened, did he roll what he was needed? Just
The world may
curious.
never know.
I'll tell you after combat if you're really curious.
Fair enough.
So they both fire off the shots, and it's hard to see this little halfling on top of that really tall rock, and they just both impale the side of the rock there. This one is going to, you know what? Somebody just stabbed him, and Braun is having a real hard time. So it is going to swing recklessly on Jet. That's not good. No. Mm-mm. No. Even with advantage. Real bad. Well, actually, because he swung recklessly on his last turn, Braun, you should have had advantage. So go ahead and roll again for both of those. I forgot about that. Jet should have too.
Okay,
Jet,
so
roll 1 for the one that missed. Yeah, I saw your 19 hits.
that one will hit for 17 damage on him.
Okay.
The other reroll still misses.
12. Okay. Jet, go ahead and reroll one more. There you go. Perfect. 15 still misses. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. Back to the top. Braun comes around swinging right over your head, Jet. What are you doing?
I'm gonna pat Braun on the arm, be like, "It's all right, you got this," and then I'm gonna stab.
Do it.
Does a 16 hit?
16 just hits.
Okay. Or 7 damage.
Okay. They're with advantage, by the way, so you can crit fish that one if you want.
I don't know what that means.
So because you already rolled the one, they're all with advantage. And so I was saying, even though it hit, you can roll the other one to see if it hits and see if you get a crit on it. And that's 20.
Okay.
You got the hit no matter what, but you get to potentially hit better.
Right. With a crit.
Okay.
And it's hard to believe stabbing better, but
So 16 and 20 is your first one. So go ahead and roll this second with advantage. 12 and 23
Very good.
hits.
For 8
Okay.
damage?
Dope. And are you bonus action stabbing again?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll that with advantage as well. Okay. It's
Or 8.
8 more. All right.
Triple stab.
As he is enraged at still seeing his friend chopped in half, Braun's kind of there distracting him a bit, and you just duck down. 3 more quick stabs to the abdomen. Anything else on your turn? All
Nope.
you have is movement, so.
No, I'm good.
Man, you're watching this archer in front of you, still at Jane on top of the rock. What are you doing?
I'm gonna keep shooting at him just straight up, nothing fancy. I've moved up
Do it.
enough, and I'm laughing at him a little bit for shooting the wrong person. Should have shot me, idiot! And then I'm gonna, keep shooting. And I'm
Jane's
gonna go for
offended by
28.
this.
Sorry, I'm just
He's trying
busy
to take the
pumping
hit
him
for
filled
you.
with bullets.
Sorry,
Trying to
am I
help.
not a threat enough to be justified in shooting at?
I'm not bleeding yet. That's...
Oh my god. Ran and Jane, you guys can argue about it after.
Anyway, my first hit was 28.
Yeah, that definitely is.
Yeah, I had a hunch. So that'll be a quick 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Second shot, 19. So
Yep.
that'll be another 12 points of damage. Bang, bang. And then yelling back over my shoulder, just trying to help.
Bang, bang, bang. Here we go. As you level off 2 shots, just standing there. He's not really looking at you. You just fire off 2 into him.
Mm-hmm.
Jane, these 2 arrows impact the rocks right at your feet off the edge of the ledge. What are you doing?
Well, now that I know that these men are stupid as hell,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna Tasha's Mind Whip the 2 that I did before. So,
Okay.
intelligence saving throw is a 15, please.
16 minus 1 is 15.
Okay.
19 minus 1 is 18.
Okay, so they both pass this time, so they take half.
Half.
They're less stupid this time.
So 4 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else? Movement bonus action.
Nope. Actually, question. If I were to go prone on my own accord, would I get full coverage on top of this rock?
Yeah, probably. Half your
Uh,
movement to go down, half your movement to go up.
Cool. I'll do that.
Sure.
Smart.
Braun, it is your turn as you watch Jet right in front of you.
Yeah, so I am going to, once again, swing on this man. But I want my first swing. I want to take my butt end of the axe and smash it into his face, or attempt to.
Okay, I'm gonna. I'll still allow the 1d12 damage just from the weight of the axe, but it'll be bludgeoning instead of slashing, which against these guys doesn't matter. But go for
That's fair. Well, Oh wait, he's.
it. Yeah,
I have
he
advantage.
reckless, so you
I
have advantage.
Doesn't matter. It's the same roll
Same
both times.
roll.
So it misses.
Did you miss that extra
Unless-
D3 you gave away to Jet?
Unless you use my inspiration.
You don't have to. I have a second attack.
You can use it though. I want you
have
to
my
hit him in
own
the face.
inspiration.
She is giving you her inspiration.
She's inspiring you to hit him in the face.
She
Okay.
is saying you use it here. It is not a you can have it if you want it. It is a inspiration.
All right.
There
Then
we
I
go.
smash him in the face with the butt end of my axe for 17 damage, bludgeoning damage.
So this is actually a really cool picture of what happens here. You reach back, 2 hands on the great axe, and go to butt end of it into his face. And he kind of reaches the hand up and grabs it, and Jet from below grabs the haft of the axe, shoves past into his skull as his face shatters. And he dies.
Now that's aggressive friendship.
Nice.
Friendship
I
kill.
got goosebumps like picturing that in my mind.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
You still have movement and other attack. You can't really make it anywhere. I don't know if you have javelins or anything, but
Does the attack have to be on him, or can I do the second attack?
you can split
later?
your 2 attacks.
Okay, cool. I'm using my 40
There-
feet of movement to hit this archer and swing on it.
There are
'Cause that's
certain
exactly 40 feet.
there are certain features that are like against the same target, but
Yeah.
your 2 attacks as your action are you can use separately.
Perfect. I like that. So yeah, like I said, I'm using up my full 40 feet of movement after thanking Jane for the assist. I'm running
Jane?
at this
Jet?
archer, or Jet, sorry, and I'm swinging on it with my axe.
Go for it. Oof.
Yeah. And I'm full out sprinting at it, so I miss with my swing.
Hmm. Yeah, and the archers don't reckless, so
Yeah.
So boom, get blocked. Jet reaches up, using what strength she has with her body weight to push through. As you kind of look back and take off running, swiping down. This one just kind of steps out of the way of your blow.
Mhm.
Their turn. this one, watching Jane duck down, is going to try to arc a shot over. So it's going to be with disadvantage. No, he misses. But he is going to kind of see what's happening here with the two guys getting destroyed there, and he's going to begin running off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's like 30 more or 15 more that way. This guy with Braun right in front of him. He's going to try to fire off one shot as well. Also not good. That was actually a natural 1 with disadvantage. He's going to also follow that guy's lead and dip. So, Braun, if you want to make your attack, go ahead.
Nat 1.
Oof. Okay. This guy is muerto. He is dead. There we go. So Jet, just after reaching up, helping Braun get that kill, Braun taking off, great axe behind him. What are you doing?
I'm going to step over here and try to hit this one that's running away.
Yeah, and as soon as you step out from behind that rock and kind of scan the battlefield, you don't see the one that Braun was running towards, but you do see this one here in front of you running quite a bit of ways.
I'm going to try and shoot him with my bow.
Okay, so you, as you're running, pick your bow back up, come out, draw. Go ahead and make an attack. Oh, you have a long bow, not a short bow. So yeah, you're definitely in range.
It's a 26.
Yeah, it's
For 16 damage.
It's looking rough. Okay. And you have 2 attacks. By the
Can
way.
I shoot another arrow?
You can shoot twice.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
There's no loading property or anything, so you can absolutely shoot the longbow twice.
The 15 doesn't hit, right?
15 just misses.
But she has bolstering magic.
Oh, that's right.
Let's go.
With even on a 1 on that, it would hit.
Yep.
So yeah. So it does actually hit, Jet.
Okay.
Good call. Good call.
For 9 damage.
As you fire off this last shot, right into the base where his spine meets his neck. He falls over on the ground.
Adam.
Anything else?
No.
Ran.
What's up?
Oh, what's up?
Kind of running out of things to shoot. You guys are killing everything real good.
How dare you save all of us?
What's my full movement again? Hang on. It is 30
Should be
feet.
Oh, 30.
5,
Plus 25.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, is it? It's 30 from fighter shit. That's why Jets is 35, right?
So I ran up towards where the other archer would be, but I still can't see him, I don't think.
Yeah, you can't see him yet. What you can do, since action is hold an action, so if you see him, you
Done.
can fire 1 shot. There you go.
Rand's gonna run up, looking for him, holding his gun out. I'm like, just keeping cover, keeping a
Just
look at where
remember
he
you
knows
can-
there was someone.
You can always hold an action for a condition.
If the archer peeks, Rand shoots.
Just like in Valorant. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Alrighty. Jane.
I will use half my movement to stand up from the prone position, and
Which, by the way, was a good call because one of those guys had not 20, but the disadvantage turned it into like a 12.
sick. Yeah, so I'll stand up from the prone position, and I'm gonna jump down towards the front with my boots.
Okay, I'll let you get right on that space there in the front.
And that's really all I'm gonna do. I'm not in a hurry to go running after some guy that was shooting at me.
All right.
I'll
Braun,
let
the guy that
other
was in
people bigger take care of it.
Braun, the guy that was in front of you, trying to dodge out of the way of you as he began to run, managed to miss your great axe attack coming from behind him. What are you doing?
Well, Braun is in the mood to chase after people. He's missed a lot of swings today and kind of pissed about it. So he's using that, or most of his movement, to get back up on that archer. Where I'm gonna start swinging again.
Okay.
15?
Just misses.
Well,
Kind of tight quarters in here for somebody your size between these two rocks, and you just king shit king hit the rock twice.
yep.
Anything else?
I'm gonna curse at him in Elvish with my bonus action.
Sure.
That's
What are you
it.
gonna say? Just. What are you gonna say? I want to know what you're gonna say. Fuck your life. Bing bong.
Oh god.
Something like that, yeah. I'm just gonna start cursing. It doesn't make sense.
No.
It doesn't matter what it is. I'm just gonna start cursing at him and yelling.
I hate it. Okay. He's actually gonna do something interesting here. He's gonna take another opportunity attack from you if you want to take it.
I'm gonna try.
You got this.
19! Finally hit.
All right. Go ahead. Roll damage.
For 20 damage.
Yikes.
Mhm.
Which this guy has taken the least of everybody. But funny enough, like you hit the rock twice trying to swing at him. Now he's climbing up the rock,
Oh,
and you're
Okay.
like, ha! But he climbs up on top of the rock. He's gonna aim down at you and fire off an
Alright.
arrow. You don't hear him whisper before he does it, as a side note. 16.
does hit.
Two piercing damage. It's already halved.
Okay.
Feels bad for that guy.
Yep.
This guy is also dead.
Is that person in view of Varan's held action?
He would be, yeah.
Ooh,
On the
good
top
call.
of the rock. Rain, go ahead, pop one off with disadvantage because of range.
16. 16's the low one.
But 16 just hits as you clip him. As he appears at the top of the rock. You were kind of aiming between. You see him?
Quick
Fire
flick
off
shot for 16 damage. Pop him in the noggin. Oh, I should have
Okey-dokey.
used forceful shot. Damn.
It's okay.
That would have been huge.
That would have been so huge, right?
That would have been huge.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that as a held action, but that would have been so good.
Because it's not like a bonus action to use it or anything. It's a feature. I would allow you to use it as part of that shot.
Well, it's too
Because I
late
believe-
now, but I'm sad.
I believe forceful shot says when you make an attack roll, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, not sure. When you make a firearm attack against a creature, you can expend a
There it
grit
is.
point. Yeah,
Yep. So you could have.
I could have. Didn't
That's
I
rough,
didn't
buddy.
think of it at the time, but oh god, it would have been good.
Fine. Lessons learned.
We can all just imagine, boys and girls,
Yep.
how cool Ran Oldbuck almost was.
Jet.
Um,
You watch this archer appear at the top of the rocks, fire a shot down. Barely just like scrapes Braun. He has like a little paper cut from it. Ran fires off a shot direction. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna turn my bow on that guy.
Do it. Make an attack roll.
18?
18. Not often that you guys have seen Jet pull the bow out, but she knocks an arrow, fires true.
11 damage?
Jet, what does it look like as this arrow hits this guy and kills him on top of the rock?
Just imagining he's gonna turn to look at Ran, who just shot him. And as he turns to face us, my arrow's just gonna go straight into his eyeball. And then he's gonna fall off backwards and land right in front of Braun.
Yep. So the arrow, Braun, you're like looking up, trying to figure out how you're going to get up there and be able to hit this guy. And all of a sudden, you just see the head of an arrow through the back of the skull as he drops down to the ground in front of you. And at the time,
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
yeah, all seems quiet. We will finish off the round in combat order in case there's anything you guys want to do. So Ran, is there anything you want to do as everything appears dead around you?
I'm looking around suspiciously, but I'm gonna repack my gun, reload it, and kind of meander towards the corpses and poke them with my toe.
Which one's the two great axe guys that are dead over here?
Yeah,
or
great
the
axe guy
archer
that's
dead
close
up
by,
here?
I think. Actually, I'll walk over to the archer. 'Cause that
Okay.
was the last one I actually killed.
Kind of walk over, give him a little poke. He dead.
He did.
Jane, is there anything you want? Everything appears dead around you.
Yeah, the arrows that were being shot at me piqued my interest because it seems like they have some sort of magical quality. But I can't get over to one of the ranged enemies, so I'm going to see if I can like look around the body of one of the or both of the like great axe guys to see if I can find anything like pointing me in a direction of where they came from or who they are.
Okay.
I just
So
want
you
to
hop
search.
on
I
over
want
here.
to search the bodies.
Yep. You hop on over here with Ran. Oh no, Ran went to the archer guy up there. Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of hop on over here. That's what you'll do. And Braun, is there anything you want to do as this corpse thump, onto the ground in front of you?
I'm gonna curse at it more in like Elvish you just can't understand because I'm just that annoyed. And then I'm gonna grab them, or I'm just gonna like grab the archer by their like collar or whatever. I'm just gonna drag them back over here.
Where?
Back over here to the rocks with the other two.
You just kind of take your time to pull him back over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag them back over here so we can, like, I heard the arrows too, so I'm gonna take a look at the bow, see what's up
Sure.
with that.
So as combat kind of wraps up and you guys begin to do these things that you're interested in, one more actually. Jet, as everything appears dead, you fire the arrow through this guy's skull. What do you do?
I'm just gonna walk over here by Jane and then jokingly say, which skull should we take?
Quote jokingly.
Yeah, I heard the
I prefer none of them.
Heard the sugar glider wants a new house.
It's an
Vacation
expansion.
home.
You attach them together. Oh no. No.
Is this like one of
The
those
sugar
hamster
glider
cages
is
that
not
has
getting
like
a
the tunnel?
hamster cage of skulls that are all tied together.
That'd be
You
so
guys live your
cool.
best life
Make
if
little
that's what you
tunnels
want
out
to
of
do.
like the spines.
So wait, what were you do? Oh, Jet, you were saying something and then joking about it, right?
That's all I wanted to do.
Okay, that's fine. So Ran, what are you doing by that guy over there? What are you looking at on that body?
I was just giving him a little rummage, just to see if there anything stood out at all. Nothing particular. I'll probably meander back after unless something.
Kind of just searching through the body.
Did you say you're investigating, Ran?
I wasn't going to use those
Oh my
words per
God.
se, but
No, I like it. But do go ahead and roll an investigation check to see how much.
oh, an
do,
investigation check! Surprise! I was just puttering around. Natural 20, 21.
Oh well, you get free bonus for a good roll. Oh,
Yes.
bad bonus though.
Oh.
You find the equivalent of 11 gold and 3 silver on the body.
Woo!
And as you're kind of peering around, you take special note of this bow.
Mm.
It is extremely well crafted, elven in nature,
Mm.
and probably has some magical properties to it.
Rand will pick up the bow.
Okay.
And bring the gold back to his friends and distribute it equitably.
Not equally, equitably.
In this case, that will be equally.
Jane,
Sir. And then
what are your...
I was gonna show the bow to Jane.
Go ahead. Okay, sure. Jane, go ahead and roll an investigation check on the one you're looking at.
17.
Okay. You find on that body 7 gold and 4 silver. As Ran approaches you with one of the bows. And we'll circle back to that once we get all of the minutiae out of the way.
You cut out a little bit, but I believe the word was minutia.
Minutia.
Boys and
it
girls,
was.
the word was minutia.
Once
again,
what are you
minutia.
doing immediately following this here as you drag this corpse back?
I'm gonna start by looking at this archer that I dragged back. Obviously looking at the bow, but then looking at it, the rest of it too.
Right. And for the two of you that speak Elvish, there's definitely something weird. But go ahead and roll investigation as you look through this body and what he's wearing.
13.
Wow, remind me never to use this die for fucking attack rolls. You find on this one the equivalent of 2 gold and 7 silver. The bow, similar to what I told Ran, extremely well crafted elven bow, probably has some magical properties.
Yeah, I'm gonna obviously take the bow.
Yep. And head on over to everybody else.
Yeah, head on over to them and start, inspecting and looking at the bow. With the rest of them.
Braun and Ran come over, 2 bows in hand. We'll go out of order now as the scene is yours and what you guys want to do.
I'd also like to just yank one of the arrows out of my body and inspect that for any arcane properties.
I would hope that you've already pulled them out somehow.
Yeah, probably. I collect them at this point.
Do you have like detect magic or anything like that?
I have identify, which does let me know if magical items
Which is like an 11-minute cast though.
Yeah.
So go ahead and just make an Arcana check on one of the arrows that you pull out of your shoulder. And you guys notice, like, Jane does not look good. Like, those two arrows, one of them hit her like right here below the collarbone on the right side, and the other one's like on the left side shoulder. Jane is real fucked up right now.
I'm using a lucky to reroll my Arcana. It was not bad, but I'm gonna just use one to see if I can get better.
Sure, why not?
That was not better.
Slightly worse.
One less.
Arrows themselves. What's your passive investigation?
My investigation is a +4. Oh, passive investigation, 14.
14 then. Yeah, so the Arcana check's not bad. The arrows themselves don't seem magical. They are crafted. The head of the arrow is made of some sort of dark iron that appears to be pretty hard compared to what you might expect on an arrowhead. And the fletching on the end, the feathers, are extremely stiff. Whatever birds these came from are not, the average pigeon.
Okay.
So the arrows do appear to be well crafted, though not magical. As Braun and Rand kind of begin to approach the rest of the party with these two elven bows in hand.
Rand kind of lets the bow sag, realizing that Jane's, bleeding a lot, and is like, "You okay?"
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm all right, thanks.
I don't think you're as fine as you think you are. You're not looking so
A lot
hot.
of blood.
Look, I'm alive, aren't I? I'll be fine. Thank you.
Okay.
You have one of the bows.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold that back out and hand it over to Jane.
As a side note, some of you do still have some of those healing potions that I gave you at the
I
very
know
beginning.
I do.
Healing potions are for people who are hurt. Okay, Jane is fine. I heard her
Jane's
say it.
okay.
I heard her
Okay.
say she's fine. Okay, don't.
I was just making sure you guys remember that. Go on, as you were. My
I
bad.
contemplated using one, but then I was like, nah, no regrets. So
Jane too metal for that. Most metal bookworm halfling of all time.
yeah. Cinder's also the name of my punk band. Anyways, I'd like to start casting Identify as a ritual on one of the bows. First of all, can I just look at it and see if I see like any elvish engravings and things like that?
I'm going to do the same.
Because did the whispers sound like they were two different things that were being whispered, or was it the same from both arrows that I got?
The distance from the person that was firing the bow prevented you from hearing what they were saying. You could make out you couldn't make out words. You heard the sound and you could see them talking to the bow, but you couldn't hear what they said.
Gotcha.
And the only thing you got from the arrow flying through the air was my enemies. The only word that Braun got from the arrows flying through the air above him was death.
Right, okay. And then in regards to any sort of like writing, elvish engraving on the bows, anything like that?
No check needed, because you both speak Elvish. No inscriptions word-wise, just the like the filigree on it and the design of it is Elvish that you recognize. The aesthetic, if you will.
Yeah, the look of it. Okay. So yeah, I'll start casting Identify on the bow that Rand handed to me.
Okay.
And while she does that, I am going to use Magic Awareness.
Besides the normal things that people have on them that are magical, that glow to you, the bows definitely glow a magic aura.
Okay.
The
I guess this
suspiciously
wouldn't be
magical balls
spells,
are magical.
so
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, okay.
because you learn the type of spell affecting it if it was,
Yeah.
but it's not really like
Yeah.
a certain class of spell that's affecting these per se.
Good to know.
My favorite one that I like to use is puzzle magic. It's its own class of magic. You know, you have evocation, enchantment, like you have all those, but you also have puzzle magic.
Because it's just puzzling.
Right. So I've had parties do that where it's like they're doing a puzzle. It's like, I cast detect magic. It's like, well, the statue's glowing. Well, what kind of magic is it? Puzzle magic? I don't know. The door opens when you solve it.
While I'm doing this, am I able to just be like, hey, did someone check on the fourth body?
No one's
you have-
looted the fourth body, but it's the other one here, so I'll go inspect it.
Which is the other one right there. Yeah.
I'll go inspect it because I haven't inspected one of the large great axe guys yet.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Maybe they have a nice great axe for you.
I mean, with a 3, that's not likely.
Well, you also have a +1 great axe already.
Yeah.
So
There's
they
good
don't
ghosting.
appear to be made any better than the one you have. Probably close to equal. If anybody else wants a great axe for any reason.
Thinking about
Jane would love one.
Compliments my
Well,
my
here's
gun.
the thing about that
Uh-huh.
is halflings count as small creatures.
Mm-hmm. And
Great axes are heavy weapons, so every
Mhm.
attack you made with the great axe would have disadvantage.
No
What
regrets.
about
Who's
if
saying
both of
that-
them...
wait, who's saying that I'm gonna attack with it? I just want it.
Yeah. Decoration.
Okay,
Can I
you
just
guys
have
live
it?
live
I
your
was
best
going to
life.
suggest that the 2 of them can wield one great axe together.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's
I
a
like
team
it.
building exercise.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jane and Rand finally
I'll
getting
allow
along, swinging axes.
As you take a closer look at these guys, you find, unfortunately, on this one, just the equivalent of 16 silver, no gold. And to take note, they are all wearing studded leather armor. If that any of you in any way.
Insignias at all, or
No insignias. No tribal markings. These are probably roaming barbarians of some sort through
Bunch of
this
goons.
area.
They're goons.
Likely. Oh, okay. I need to let my cat out real quick. I hear you. Probably somewhere relatively nearby there is a larger group of them. Studded leather armor, no real insignia or anything of that matter.
So we got a scouting party. Good.
Essentially.
Mhm.
Yeah.
fortunately, no one left to go report back.
Perfect.
Messengers all been killed.
I heard it's always good to kill the messenger.
This is Sparta.
What? I don't know if you know, dart us off the top, but do you know our gold total so we could split it up? You know what I'm saying?
No, I completely already forgot the numbers I told
2
you.
gold, 7 silver, 11 gold, and then 16 silver, and then there was one I missed. I don't know what it was.
I had 7 gold, 1 silver.
7 gold, 1 silver. Nice, thank you.
I'm like, no, I rolled for those, so. Yeah, however you want to split that up or keep what you find, it's all up to you guys.
5 gold each.
You have a bit of time here while Jane begins to identify this bow. If the rest of you want to have any conversation or anything.
5 gold, 6 silver each. If we pool. If y'all are down.
I think that was a yes.
Yeah.
Added. Boom.
Um,
So what do you think these guys were? Coming at us like that.
Braun definitely recognized them as some sort of barbarian, considering you are one. Just not of the forest like you are.
Mm-hmm.
One of the mountains and the hills.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Barbarian of some sort around here. Not likely for them to just be so small. 4 is little party.
So there's more.
Oh yeah.
Probably more.
So we should probably get.
Would be best
Definitely.
to not stay here very long.
I know
But
this lovely
nobody got
forest with
away.
a singing lady in it.
But is in opposite direction.
Well, we definitely want to avoid running into more of them. Glancing at Jane, thinking, they hurt.
I mean, it's easy enough with Braun. Like, he's familiar with this kind of society to an extent, though his was more druidic as opposed to this. Completely correct on this was a small scouting party. There's definitely more somewhere.
Can you, like, speak barbarian to them? Maybe they can be friends.
Unless you go looking for wherever their small village is, you're unlikely to run into it. It's possible you could run into it, but if this was just a scouting party, it's not like up directly ahead of you there's going to be a whole fucking village you're gonna run into where everybody's gonna try to kill you, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely a village around somewhere. You don't know where. You could run into them, you could not.
I gotcha.
I guess we just go careful.
Yeah. Barbarian is lifestyle, Ran, not language. Braun can't speak barbarian to them.
No, I can't just, like, thump your chest and wave your axe or something. Be friends.
They were speaking Elvish, so thumping chest and waving axe might be insult to them.
Fair enough. I don't speak elves, so yeah.
I'm gonna look over at Braun and be like, you speak Elvish in Elvish? I don't think we've had this discussion yet.
I was gonna say, it's just about that time, like, as you go to chime in, that you finish the identify spell, and before you even share anything, you're like, wait, hold up, what?
I'm gonna reply in more fluent than I speak common that yes, I speak Elvish. Or not more fluent, but just less broken. There we go.
And he has no accent in Elvish.
Yeah. No accent.
I'm gonna look over to Jet now and I'm gonna ask in Elvish, do you speak Elvish?
I'm just gonna stare at you.
Rand's gonna look up and both confused. Like, what the?
It'd be very much like Spanish speakers and Italian speakers. Oh, am I frozen? Okay,
No,
I'm
you're
good.
good.
No, you're good.
Well, Zed just sat really still for a second, and I thought that I froze.
He does that.
Yeah, I do.
He's very stoic.
So very much
Need a
like
character.
Italian have like so many similarities that like you can pick out words sometimes, and you think it's right because you speak Sylvan, Jet, and Elvish comes from Sylvan. There are like certain words where you're like, what? No. What? No.
With no response coming from Jet, I'm gonna switch to Gnomish and be like, what about this? Do you speak Gnomish? In Gnomish.
Which I do. So I'll reply yes in Gnomish.
Rand's gonna scratch his head with his gun. Like, what is
Out loud,
happening
I'm just
right
gonna
now?
go in common. Interesting.
Scratch his head with his gun? Roll a dex save. No, I'm just kidding.
Got good finger control. It's not on the trigger. Come on now.
I know. It was a joke.
At this revelation,
Receipt
I'm just
from the
gonna be
barrel.
like, I have a language in common with each of you. We can talk in secret now.
Rand looks between them all, scowling slightly.
I look over at Rand and I'm like, we already knew we had a language in common. At least 2.
Oh yeah, halfling.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, what did I get?
Right.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah. We're same
I'm
but
talking
different.
in half,
It's
like-
the
My default response was to think that she was using it against me.
No. I mean, literally. with
Rand
each
is
of you,
traumatized
I
by Jane in the early game.
am- Wow.
in his nightmares.
Vice versa, man. Right back at you. Yeah, Jane said that to you, like, in Halfling. Like, we already have a common language. Like,
Rand is like, oh yeah.
and then in common, I'll just be like, when I said everyone, I mean everyone. What did I find with the,
Oh, yes, identify.
Rand's gonna go. Does any of you speak Minotaur or in Minotaur?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Wait, what do you know Minotaur?
I know. When we were building the characters, like I want to speak Minotaur. I was like, okay.
Rand kicks the dirt at the lack of response.
Maybe one day it'll be useful. Who knows?
You don't know Rand's full life, okay?
Does
Don't be
Rand know
judgy.
It's full life.
I know,
That's
but Rand and the
true.
Minotaur, you clearly do not know the tale.
Maybe you
Yeah,
should write it as part of your backstory.
There we go. Anyways,
Minutia.
So, identify. Right, here we go. Identify. What you have laying before you is an oath bow. I will read the text to you. When you knock an arrow with this bow, it whispers in Elvish, swift defeat to my enemies. When you make a range, when you use this weapon to make a range attack, you can say as a command phrase, oh, see, I flipped them by accident. Braun heard defeat, not death. When you use this weapon to make a range attack, you can, as a command phrase, say swift death to you who have wronged me. The target of your attack becomes your sworn enemy until it dies, or until dawn 7 days later. You can have only one such sworn enemy at a time. When your sworn enemy dies, you can choose a new one after the next dawn. When you make a ranged attack roll with this weapon against your sworn enemy, you have advantage on the attack roll. In addition, if your target gains no benefit from cover, oh, I fucked that up too. See, I should have read,
I was someone's sworn
Oh.
enemy.
because you would have been fucked.
Amazing.
You were two people's sworn enemy.
Your target gains no benefit from cover other than total cover, which saves
Oh,
you
I
a
did
one.
have total cover.
On the nat 21.
the natural 20
But
was
the other two that hit the rocks would have had advantage, but it's fine.
I would have
Other
just
than total
shielded
cover,
them, so
you suffer no disadvantage due to long range. If the attack hits, your sworn enemy takes an extra 3d6 piercing damage.
jeez.
While your sworn enemy lives, you have disadvantage on attack rolls with all other weapons. Proficiency with longbow allows you to add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll for any attack you make with this weapon.
Interesting. I'm gonna finish, getting that information about the bow and be like, I was their sworn enemy until they died.
That is no good.
I don't know, it's kind of cool. I don't know.
He's cool.
Definitely cool.
Thanks, Jet. I'm glad you agree with me. On that note, I think I'm gonna take a potion.
That's a good plan.
Yeah,
I was about to dump one on your head.
I'll do that.
So, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to at least keep the bow. I can't use it, but and if nobody wanted it, I'll at least sell for money.
Yeah, I imagine we keep both bows. We could probably just take the great axes too, honestly.
Yeah.
Again, sell them for money or in a pinch if we need them. Ran and I can wield one together.
Yeah, teamwork.
Is this bow like an upgrade to what I have?
It's a massive upgrade to your bow.
Does it require attunement?
It does.
Okay. Would I need to teach Jet Elvish?
Just
Use
the
it.
phrase.
Okay. That should be easy enough.
Yeah, it's essentially against one target that you plan on killing, you get rogue sneak damage.
Which is a
Okay.
lot.
It's an extra 3d6 on that target, and you have advantage against that target and ignores cover in long range. Like it is free rogue steady aim and sneak damage to a single target that you choose.
Okay.
I would vote that you take one and use it and get rid of your old bow. It's now garbage.
Okay, I will definitely do that.
Can
We can-
Jane
we'll-
tune
we-
the bow for her? Is that a thing?
No,
I don't know what attunement
you're
means.
not- attunement is your magical connection with an object.
Oh, okay.
Everybody has 3 attunement slots. Certain objects take attunement. Certain objects don't. Things like +1 weapons don't, because it's just a well-crafted weapon.
Got it.
Usually things with bonus features like the extra 3d6 on the oath bow do take attunement slots, and it's a game balance way of limiting how many really strong things you can have.
Got it.
Yeah, like my winged boots, they required attunement.
Mm.
Flying broom though does not. Anyways,
Yeah, which is another reason I
Um,
wanted it.
it wasn't there. I don't know. It wasn't
I'm
in the
gonna-
shop.
I'm gonna look for one everywhere.
Eventually, you might find one.
A witch on a broom.
But Cuppy, we can talk after more about that bow and how to use it and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you guys Jet takes one of the bows. It'll take a short rest for you to attune to it, but go ahead and add the oath bow to your inventory. Whoever else has the other one, make sure you add it to your inventory. Whether you're tuned to or not is up to you. And if we're taking the great axes as well, or the studded leather armor, or whatever else you want to grab off these guys.
Oh, it's purple.
I'll add the
Yeah,
other
it's-
oath bow since I was holding
It's a
it.
very rare item. It is. Yes.
And these were great axes, or just great axe +1s?
They're regular.
Just regular?
Regular
Okay.
great axes.
Do you want me to put them in my portable library of holding?
That's right. You guys have
Sure.
yeah.
Sure, throw those in there.
What kind of axes are they?
Great axes. Just 2 of them.
Rand's just gonna sit and spin his guns while y'all sort through the.
Just a regular great axe, you said?
Yep. 2 regular great axes. Rand's also writing his backstory about his Minotaur wife in chat. You should try writing it in a Google Docs so I can have it.
No,
Okay.
Rand doesn't like to talk about it. Brings up a lot of dark memories.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and copy and paste this all into a Google document unrelated.
Just transcript everything he says about Rand into a Google Doc, and we'll make that the backstory.
Just because I don't want to talk about why I speak Minotaur.
You don't have to talk to
Um,
us about it, but it might be good for the DM to know. Maybe we'll run into a Minotaur bouncer at a tavern somewhere with lots of trouble.
You never know.
We'll get along great.
So I think that that's probably a good spot to stop. But I know I previously sent you guys. Oh, is it this one? Nope, that's not it. I have to find the right Google Doc. 1 second. There we go. I know I previously sent you guys some world buildy stuff, but I've started on a separate Google Doc that I need to send you now. A bit more in-depth stuff about the world, and how it came to be the place that it is. And I would love to kind of tell a bit of the story of this world before the current day, for the last couple minutes here, if we're all okay with that.
I prefer to know less
Yep.
about the world. No, absolutely, of course.
Yeah. Well, this would be stuff that all of your characters know, and it's the history of how this world came to be. And it might be good for you to have the map up. Yeah, if you can like zoom it out really far so you can see like most of it. Yeah. So I guess I can just read this that I've written here. A turning, the new name for the part of the old world that remains. The glimmering expanse was once the center of all life in this world, the center of all life and magic. The font, built and left by those who roamed this realm, far in history, once fueled life for those who called this realm home. Some sought to claim this power for themselves, cut others off, and corrupt the power held within for their own gain and control. The gods watched from their planes as chaos began to unfold, and for the first time the peace had been broken. The power that the corrupted began to wield became a threat to the balance of the realm, and in a brash decision, a handful of gods sacrificed themselves to destroy the font, in an event later called the Cataclysm. The font was destroyed, and as the magic and power was released, a part of the world was consumed. The only surviving creatures were those beyond the bounds of the explosion. Magic was released into the realm as it was no longer contained in the font. The sea that later formed in this vast space still shines with the remnants of the font and gods that were destroyed there. In this release of magic, humanoids and other creatures that were on the edge of the cataclysm were altered into one and the same creature. This resulted in a wide range of races and peoples throughout the world. What remains from before the cataclysm is lost to most modern scholars, but remnants have been discovered scattered across the world. Through the next centuries, those who survived would begin to spread through the remaining continent, creating their own homes and cities. Scholars would begin to harness the remnants of magic that remained. Warriors would take up arms to defend themselves and homes they built. Tradespeople would find rare materials to spread across a turning. These city-states mostly kept to themselves, with the occasional conflict between them over resources and knowledge. The world remains wild in between these city-states. Paths not often traveled. Forests, mountains, and deserts left to the wild beasts that remain from the cataclysm.
When does the Mists of Pandaria expansion come?
Once you sail into the ocean, into the mist.
Tease.
There's
The
only
moment you
so
said
many
cataclysm, I
words.
couldn't help it. I was like,
I know.
did
There's
my
only
best
so
not to say
many
it.
words for apocalypse.
I know. I understand. It was good. It was good. I'm sorry. No, it's awesome.
So that is the world you're in.
Kind of the explanation for why there's a little bit of magic and why it's largely wild.
And you are approximately almost 3 centuries post cataclysm. That is why there are weird magic creatures all over the place and weird tears in time and space to different planes. This cataclysm and the energies and magics that have been shattered across a turning create a very wild and dynamic world in between these city-states. So yeah,
Perfect.
I figured that would be a good bit for all of you, and some knowledge of where you really are. And that's we'll end tonight's session.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Zidardis. And that will be it for the day. So let's do some good nights and self-plug from Mr. Zidardis to start.
Yeah. I am on TikTok and Twitch mostly. My TikTok is somewhat D&D stuff. I just really have gone off the rails recently with a lot of random shit. But TikTok, I stream on Twitch. I've been playing a lot of Teamfight Tactics. I need to finish Ocarina of Time. I started.
I said
Ocarina
quick
of
plug.
Time
I
on
said quick plug,
Saturday.
man.
Nope. It's gonna be a long plug. Get over it.
Okay.
But also, I just got the new Pokemon game, so I'm gonna play that. So come follow me on Twitch and TikTok.
There we go.
End of my plug.
At Zidardis.
Also, I do D&D on Tuesday on my
Oh,
channel.
good
Okay.
God. Follow at Zidardis on a bunch of places.
And
Original. But what else did you have for breakfast?
tell us
like
about
to
your
know
3D
about the
printers,
breakfast.
Zidardis.
Oh my god, I got a 3D printer and I've printed so many things. So like, this guy is really cool. So he's
Can I
like
mute
night,
him in the
everybody.
Discord, or how does
guy
that? Can I mute
printed.
him, or
And I got like a storm
Your turn is-
giant now too. And okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Original Dice Mom?
You guys know me. I'm here. I'm a moderator here. Also, I stream sometimes. You can find me at Original Dice Mom on any social media platform. All right, go ahead, Cuppy.
I'm on Dead Cupcake with 3s for Ease on Twitch and all of the social media things.
Cuppy just hit 3 million 300 followers on TikTok. So
3 million.
You're not.
3 million.
We're manifesting.
I'm pretty
300
famous.
followers on TikTok. Go ahead and follow if you're not already. Do it.
Zodicus.
I am Zedicus, moderator here in the Flood Zone and student extraordinaire. I finish tomorrow. Very happy about that. Then I can sleep.
Finally sleep. And of course, I am the Flood Ranol Buck, but you're here already at twitch.tv/theflood. And thank you so much for joining us for Floods and Dragons, boys and girls. Be sure to follow up all of these beautiful human beings who put up with Ranol Buck and his shenanigans. And thank you for being part of the Flood Zone. Have a great night. Oh, wait, Zidardis wants
sir?
to say goodnight. I forget.
Wow. Also, I 3D printed this dice tower and it's magnetic.
All right,
and
have a good night,
modular,
guys.
but-
Bye.
Okay. As always, we love you all very, very much. Thank you for hanging out with us. Remember to love yourself and love those around you. Be well and be safe. We will see you next week, and I will see the rest of you in the hangout room so we can talk about the Oath Bow.
Have you guys heard about Zidardis' 3D printer? That was really exciting. He's 3D
Oh
printed
my
this thing.
god!
Oh my god.
Wait!
It was all of pregame.
And
I bought
goodbye.
I bought a Pelican case.
Goodbye.
Wait. I bought a Pelican case to keep all of my minis in.
Bye.
I just disconnected from the Discord. I'm very happy that he's happy with it. I'm very happy that he's happy with his 3D printer. Oh god, I love it. Good times, boys and girls. Good times. Thank you so much for joining us on Floods and Dragons. We play live at twitch.tv/theflood on Monday nights. Be sure to subscribe here at youtube.com/theflood to keep up with our latest adventures. Thank you to our DM Zidardis and our entire party, Original Dice Mom, Undead Cupcake, and Zedicus. Check the description below so you can follow them up as well. And please remember to like, leave a comment, and let us know what you think of Floods and Dragons and how we can keep making it better for you. See you next time.